Inspired by London's Carlton Hotel, famous for being the most luxurious of its kind, Barney Barnato had cherished the ideas of transplanting some of these luxuries to Johannesburg, famous for his spectacular mode of living, for the unforgettable parties with barrels of champagne. Barney was the epitome of opulence and showed that in the old Carlton Hotel. Barney Barnato was born Barnett Isaacs, was a British landlord, one of the entrepreneurs who gained control of diamond mining and later gold mining in South Africa from the 1870s. He is perhaps best remembered as being a rival of Cecil Rhodes. Barnato was also the founder of the Beers Mining Company. He and Cecil Rhodes had a battle in Kimberley for the control of the mines. The battle ended when Barnato surrendered his control to Rhodes in March 1898. Rhodes wrote a check in the value of £5 million. Today, that will be around 2 billion sterling pounds. Barnato had a sad and mysterious ending. Some say that was not an accident, and he was indeed murdered. With the Carlton Hotel, Barney chose to play a chill background role by letting his nephew, Solomon Solly Barnato Joel, run with the project. But he was the brains and the purse behind the project. Josie was barely 9 years old in 1895 when Solly Joel paid a staggering 40,000 sterling pounds for 6 stands on Illoff and Commissioner Street. As if that wasn't enough, the news broke again in Johannesburg that Solly was to spend an even more staggering amount of 100,000 sterling pounds on a combined Carlton Hotel and a theatre. In 1896, the demolishers had moved to the site of the 6 stands which Solly had bought earlier, to demolish the storage yards of the old-time merchants and other small shops. This was met when such curiosity of passers-by. The start of the 4th of February 1897 also caught on the curiosity of the coming new hotel, which will have a Turkish bath, lighted electricity, electric lifts, and a public billiard room, among other things. The style is Renaissance of a French type. Afternoon of June the 14th, 1897, the fate struck. Barney Barnato strolling about one of the decks on the liner while sailing from Cape Town to London. He turned around to his nephew, asked the time, and with no warning or any sign of stress, he suddenly sprang overboard. "Man overboard!" The liner turned around to retrace its course, to only find the lifeless Barnato's body floating by. He never lived to see his Carlton Hotel dream come true. No one knows why he took his own life. Solly Joel was now the man in whose hands the responsibility of realizing his uncle's dream lied. He took over the chairmanship of Johannesburg Consolidated Investment, JCI. The construction of the hotel was delayed by the Second Anglo-Boer War in 1899. As early 1902, Carlton Hotels Joburg Limited was registered. In 1903, construction of the 250 beds hotel commenced, which would have a dining room to seat 400, a restaurant, supper rooms to seat 250, 30 shops on street level and same number in basement level, and arcades on the street level. This was the largest building project early Josie after its completion in 1906. The construction cost was about 800,000 rand, nearly half the total cost of the Union buildings in Pretoria. This luxury hotel boosted two new inventions, which were the aircon and central vacuum cleaning system. The entire staff of Caucasian ethnicity for the hotel were recruited in London, comprising of 128 men, 58 women of different nationalities, such as Hungarian, Germans, Austrians, Swiss, Italians, French, etc. Finally, the Carlton opened the doors on the 16th February 1906, which was probably the most important social events of early Johannesburg. The Carlton Hotel was where the who's who of Johannesburg and royalty came to stay and party. December 1963. The once luxurious old Carlton Hotel closed its doors forever, and in the year to follow, it would cease to exist on the Josie maps completely. Hope you guys enjoy and see you in the next Living in SATV video.